How's everyone? Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Okay. Okay. So let's get to drawing something. Man. Today was weird. Fuck. And my tablet was acting a little weird too. So that's cool. What the fuck? Did my stream like start and stop? Okay. It seems like it's alright, but whatever. Alright, so let's see what I can draw. I'm not entirely sure what to draw yet. Let me go. Let's get an idea real quick. Just gonna run over to Pinterest. See what we can find. Maybe I'll just do just a random character. Yeah, let's go with... Alright, I got a vague idea for a character, so I'll just draw another demon. Because why not? I think people like those, you know? People like hellish creatures. Hold on, is my tablet acting okay? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine, I guess. This is not the pose I want to do, though. That's better. And I think I'm gonna have to change the shortcuts on my tablet. So anyway, let me get to, you know, I'll start saying words, you know? Well, you know, it's about springtime. I think it is springtime. I'm honestly not sure because the weather has not given me any hints at all. Allergies. You know those things? Those things where it's just like, you know, you look at a flower too long and then you just start having cancer. You just get cancer, you know? It's not exactly how it works, but sometimes it feels like it. I mean, my allergies were awful as a kid, but now they're like, it's like they're kind of bad. Like last year, they were really bad at the beginning of spring, and then the rest of spring they were just, I didn't even feel anything. And then I'm like, why doesn't, like, you know, why do I still have to feel bad though? It's like, why can't I get over these things yet? I don't know how, like, you know, I don't know how this shit works. I'm not a psychiatrist. I'm not an engineer. I don't know about how pollen works. But, no, basically the worst that happened today was just my eye was kind of itchy, and my nose is a little runny, but it's not too bad, so I can't complain too much. Though my nose is runny right now, and I'm indoors without the windows open, and I don't know why I feel like this. I hope I don't sound too stuffy on the mic. I don't know if I do. Let me check the volume, because had an issue with the volume last stream, or the stream before last. Last stream I did a Soul Calibur, or Soul Calibur 3, and I was tight, man. that was tight as fuck with that game. That was tough. It's like, I didn't grow up with the PS2. When I'm playing Soul Calibur on now, but it's like that game is ruthless. So I can't imagine growing up with that game and then wanting to like play games. It's just like, it's so tough. And another one that I have for that console is Gran Turismo. It's like I have, was it 3 and 4? I think I have a special edition of the 4. I can't remember off the top of my head. Those games are harder than driving in real life, for real. Like, it's like there's a disconnect because it's like it's on a controller instead of like a steering wheel, and I'm not getting a steering wheel and pedal set for a PS2. All right, maybe I'll get that for my newer computer, but I'm not doing that for a PS2. But you know, it just like, you know, those, another thing I didn't know is like the PS2 controller is like the buttons are touch sensitive, and that's kind of stupid. This is why like Xbox controllers or any new controller honestly has like a trigger with like a throttle and stuff, like an analog kind of trigger. It's because like, oh, you can actually get some actuation on input instead of like, you know, weird button values. I don't know. I don't program. I don't know if I'm using the right terminology. Yeah. But no, Soul Calibur was rough. I think I'm still gonna play it next week. Or Sunday. Or no, not Sunday. Today's Sunday. Thursday. I think I'm still gonna play it Thursday. It's just, it's a rough, it's hard. It's a hard game. Man. It's like, I think 6 is easier still. I think I even said that during stream. Let's make that waist wider. Yes. Yes. We can chill out with the boob size. It's a little insane. Alright, what else happened today? Oh, so I don't know, or maybe people were in that stream that are now. I've been having a problem with my drawing tablet, and it's only on this computer, and I think it's because of my graphics card. It will only display at, I think, 680 resolution, which for people that don't know resolutions, that is, resolution is the size of the number of pixels in the screen, but besides that, the resolution on my main monitor is 1440. My second monitor is full HD, or 1080, and then, and I would not recommend anyone get a monitor under 1080, because this just is, it's really outdated, and it's not worth, is whatever money you're saving, it's not much, and it's not worth it. Full HD looks fine, and anything below it looks pretty awful to me, at least. I don't think you even need 4K. It's like 4K looks good, but I don't think you need it. But anyway, the thing is, my tablet was running at 620 or 680 or something. I don't remember the exact resolution. Something way below what every other monitor I had was running. So everything was like zoomed in, pixelated, awful looking. And usually that's not a huge issue because I've had that with monitors before where I just like I plug it in and it runs at the wrong resolution. And it's like, oh, I just go into settings and I change it to the right resolution. When I went into settings, there was only that one option, the resolution that it's not even natively made for. It's natively a full HD drawing tablet. And it's like, nah, I don't know how to do that anymore. I was like, alright, now let me see if I can just like reinstall the drivers, whatever. Just reinstall everything. Unplug it, plug it back in, turn off the computer. Basic stuff like that. Clear, I don't know, even clear out my hard drive. That shouldn't even have anything to do with it, and I did it. Freaking virus check my computer. Doesn't even have anything to do with that probably, and I still do it. I do all those things, it's still the same thing. Apparently I'm not the only one that had this issue, and it does revolve around my graphics card, which is a 69 XT. And I'll go into the reasons on why I got that in some other stream, I guess, or maybe I don't know, maybe today. But sometimes it has this issue of not reading the display correctly, but it's more often than not the problem of the monitor. But it's just like, it's like the way it was described to me was like, yes, the graphics card is presenting an issue, but it was still the monitor's fault for not doing anything about it. I know, it's weird, but so I was like, alright, since people have this issue, there must be people that have solved this issue, right? Yeah, alright, so there's like, I found like one guy that solved the issue, and he was basically, he said a lot of different things. He said like, hey, make a custom resolution for your graphics card and display it out as that, even if it's just like the same written resolution. It's just like custom because you made it. It still didn't work for me. And then he was like, alright, if that doesn't work, try making an emulation for a DVI port. It's like, how the fuck do I do that? That doesn't make any... I don't know how to do that. The other idea I had was, alright, since my graphics card is technically the issue, let me plug it in to another port. So I tried the port on my motherboard, which is a VGA. I know, outdated. And then I read like, hey, when you have a graphics card, it disables your onboard graphics. And so I couldn't even use the VGA port. It's great. It's just great, you know? Oh, let me, hold on. I think I know who I want to make this into. See if I can pull up a picture of her real quick. Alright, so I couldn't plug it into my motherboard. Then I thought, alright, let me get like a USB to HDMI adapter. And maybe that will like have a driver that will like bypass whatever bullshit. I try that. The adapter works. It works perfectly fine. I'm glad that that type of adapter exists. When I plugged it into my drawing tablet, it said no signal. So, alright. So, but it's like I'm having all these problems, but I can still stream. It's not gonna be reflected on your end. It's more on my end because basically, I have to look at my monitor screen. I'm not drawing on my drawing tablet. I mean, I'm using my tablet pen, and I'm drawing with it, but I'm not directly connected to the artwork. I still have to look up at the screen that isn't on the drawing tablet. it's just so like, it's so annoying. Anyway, this is actually not a terrible picture. It's not perfect, but it's not a terrible picture. It's a little awkward, but it's from 2019. Was it? Hold on. Oh, that's like, it's a pretty similar pose. Not exactly the same, but similar. When did I make this? 2020. Oh my god. Sheesh. That was like a while ago. Where was I? Alright. But yeah, I don't want this entire stream to be me complaining about computers, but it's a nuisance because I have issues with my computer. It's like it'll always be an issue that I never would have thought of, even. And I have a kind of complicated setup. Like I have two monitors running at different frame rates. They're using different ports. I have like audio equipment stuff in different drivers for that. And then also my computer has to be able to play games and draw artwork and stream and record audio and mix audio and edit videos, and it's all like, you know, in theory everything should work together, but it's also like there's a chance that there's going to be one thing that just kind of screws over something. Whatever though, it's alright now because I'm drawing, I'm on stream. It's not, nothing's on fire. My computer is not on fire. I mean, I'll complain about my computer a lot, but it does everything else beautifully. Well, it's fucking better too. Plays games wonderfully. Like freaking, you know, back in the day when I was a kid, I had my HP ProBook laptop. It like, I think it literally had 2 gigabytes of RAM before, you know, like well after that was like an awful, I don't know. It's just like 2 gigabytes of RAM was always awful. Even when you could get away with, when programs didn't need that much RAM, that was still like an awful number. But it was like it had like an Intel what was it, Pentium? Like lowest spec processor on the market. But you know, that was like, you know, I was like 12 or something, so it's like, it's not, I don't need all of these things when I'm 12. Now that I have my own, you know, paycheck, it's like I can splurge a little bit. Try not to go crazy because, you know, computer parts expensive, man. Anyway, so different note. I've been trying to like watch some like show whenever I have free time. So a lot of the times I'm like completely changing subjects, by the way. A lot of times, like when I'm at home and I'm doing like chores or whatever, I'm gonna watch like YouTube or whatever. And I love, you know, I like the people I subscribe on YouTube. But sometimes it's like, you know, what do I tell people when I say like, or when they ask me like, hey, what show are you watching? And it's like, oh, I'm watching I'm watching a 4-hour video essay about why Psychonauts was a cult classic or something. And it's like, okay. No, I mean, I still love that stuff, but it's like I want to see like structured stories. Oh, let's get the thigh flapping. That's a thigh flapping shape over here, real quick. So I watched. What was it? A while ago, I was watching Code Geass. I finished that. I liked the ending. That was a good ending. Season 2 was fire. In the middle, it kind of dragged on to me. It was like the beginning was good. The middle was dragging on a little bit for me. And then near the end of the second season, it was like, yo, this shit crazy. And then the beginning of the next season, I was like, what? And then the rest of the second season was like, yo, I'm fucking hooked. I have to watch this. At first, it was like I was pushing myself to watch it a lot of times, just because like I wanted to finish it. I wanted to say, yeah, I've seen Code Geass, whatnot. I'm so glad I finished that because it ended so. It was so cool. It was so convoluted, but it was such a good ending. I don't want to give spoilers, of course, but you know, if you haven't seen Code Geass, give it a watch. It's on Netflix. Good show. A lot of like country level politics or international level politics, kind of. And question of morals. What is right? It's good stuff. Then I watched Madoka Magica, which I've been meaning to watch for a long ass time. I didn't realize it was only like, I mean I only watched the I think there's an OVA, but I don't know. But I only watched the first series, and that was like what 14 episodes or something, a short amount of episodes. It's like, man, I already got this done in like less than a week. I gotta find something else to watch. I'll talk about Madoka Magica briefly, but like that show was also really good. Some of the monsters in that were super creepy. Like I like it that all the monsters were kind of like, they look like children drawings, or they were like arts and crafts projects and stuff. That was so cool. I'm so glad they made that decision instead of like generic anime kaiju. Super good show. If you haven't seen that either, you should watch it. It's been out for a while, I know. It's old news, if you will. You know, good fucking show. And then what I watched after that was Cells at Work, which was one that I was going to see when it first came out, and then I got distracted and completely forgot. And then I just made it a point to like, hey, I should finish watching this. And I like Cells at Work. This is good. I'm glad I actually finished watching it. It's super lighthearted and fun. And I mean, it's like, it's joking, and they joke a lot, but they also like joke around with anime cliches a lot too. My issue with anime has always been like, what's that noise? Oh, okay. My issue with anime has always been like, sometimes it relies way too much on tropes. And I really don't like tropes that much. I think tropes are fine to help you explain a genre. So like, you know, if it's a fantasy setting, a trope of like an old warlock, that the all-knowing warlock or whatever, they have to find and get information from, that's whatever, that's fine. Anime trope of like, what's a really common one? Oh, alright. Maybe like, there's one scene in pretty much any like shonen or fantasy or slice of life, even any type of anime that I've seen there in a genre, it always seems like it has this, but like a character that's getting attacked, like it's usually like a little girl or a little guy, someone smaller, a defenseless type of person, and then they're getting attacked or bullied or whatever, and then the main character comes out of wherever, and then one, he either kicks their asses, or two, he gets his ass kicked, and then the defenseless kid is like, thank you for helping me, no one's ever helped me before. It's like, yeah, that's a fine, on its own, easy, good way of getting emotions out. As after the first 5 people did it, I don't want to see it again. It's done. I got it. You're making me feel bad for this character. I already feel bad because they're a bitch. I'm kidding. But like, it's tropes like that, and even like character types bother me a lot of times too, because I think that you can absolutely have a character type that is super basic, super simple, and they can still be a fantastic character. Like, alright, even Pokemon, like Ash Ketchum, who I also met the voice actress for. She's super cool. I should have gotten a picture with her. But besides that, enough bragging. Ash, he's like this, young, spirited, like, energetic kid. And he's not a complicated character, but he's still entertaining, and that's awesome. He's not, he's doesn't have to be complicated. But then, like, I think of, let me think. There's gotta be some, hold on. I gotta be able to name something, because this is, my point won't stand if I don't name something. Shit, man. I don't know if I can name a character, though, now. But, like, alright. So, you can have a character that's like, oh, I'm the smart one, or I'm the hot-headed one, or I'm the, I don't know, the slutbag. And you can have those, but it's just, if they're written the same way as, like, 15 other animes, I'm kind of annoyed. Because it's just like, they're just gonna do the same thing as that other anime that I watched. It's like, what's the point in watching this one? And I'm fine if it's a little tropey. Like I said with Ash Ketchum, he's not like the most, like, in-depth character to ever grace the planet. He's a pretty simple character, but he's still extremely, like, enjoyable to watch. Yeah, all I'm saying is, like, I don't want to see people do tropes for the sake of tropes. It's like, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And not just anime too. It's like, sitcoms, what else? Just any type of show. It's just like, if you have a trope, it's like, don't make it the same thing. I don't care if it's like, been 20 years since someone's used that trope. You just gotta do something different, Oof. I'll clarify again, I'm not bashing on anime as a whole. I'm not bashing on not even bashing on characters in specific. I'm making a pretty generalized statement. It just, to me, it just, stuff like that just comes off as lazy writing or just like uncreative writing. Shit. I'm still sure I made somebody mad for what I said there. I don't mean any ill will. You can like whatever the fuck you want. If you like a tropey character, I really don't. I'm not gonna fight you, man. You can like what you like. I just think what I think. Shoot, that is not a good jawline. That's a juicy cheek right there. Ah. That's an okay jawline. It's not great, but it'll work. Put a little more detail in the ears this time. My coworker, who's also a big like anime weeb like me, we were talking about like magic as a storytelling device, and how it can just kind of be a MacGuffin. Where it's just like, oh, what, like the whole city is in danger, but if we get like the cube, we'll be able to solve everything. It's like, how the fuck does the cube work? The Giga Cube. The shit cube. Oh my god. No, but I like magic in shows. It's like, again, it's, oh hey, I haven't read the chat in a bit. How's it going, bro? So like magic, I mean, it's like, I like magic in media if it's, in any setting. I mean, I kind of like it in, I mean, Destiny has magic, doesn't it? Like Destiny, the video game Destiny, I think it does. I haven't played very much of Destiny, but I like the idea of magic being in it. I think that in Arcane, that the Netflix thing for League of Legends, I think they did magic in that impeccably well, because it was very like, oh, mysterious device that can solve everything, but it was believable. And that was more of the issue. It was like, just like, you can make this outlandish thing believable in the world, but sometimes it doesn't, like, it's hard to do that. How you go about making it believable is that can be a tall order. Oh, that's a weak ass shoulder. She works out a bit. She can have a little bit of shoulder, Oh, and same with like Avatar. I mean, it's not, I don't know if it's exactly magic in Avatar, Last Airbender Avatar, I mean. Where it's like water bending and earth bending. I don't know if that's exactly magic. That sort of seems like almost like a skill set. Or a, yeah, practical skill. But it still seems extremely grounded. It doesn't seem like anyone can just like. It's not like anyone can just pick up a big ass boulder and fucking chuck that shit. It's you know, certain people can do certain things, and not everyone can do bending. But you know, I just, I don't like the idea of, oh, let's get the cube, and it will solve the entire world's problems by ending hunger and fucking like pay off college debt and whatever. Well, actually say that Bakura, they stopped doing kung fu to bend. I thought they did multiple martial arts styles. Because, like, if you look at the, what is it? What's the thing with the frisbee match? I forgot what that was called. Let me look this up real quick. Was it just like professional bending or pro bending arena? All right, so there's just MMA and boxing in that. So it's technically not like kung fu, but it's still a fighting style, which makes sense. Still, there wasn't. I mean, in the first one, Last Airbender, that didn't really have boxing, MMA, whatever stuff, but it was like, it kind of worked because it was a very 20s-ish industrial age setting, and you know, they had boxing in the 20s. It's not exactly, you know, I couldn't say that Korra was literally from the 20s, but it comes off as if it was. The first Avatar, I thought they still use like different martial arts. I mean, I've been told that they use different martial arts than just kung fu. Let me look that up too. Oh, Avatar Wiki. Jesus. I don't know why I'm surprised that there's an Avatar Wiki. Alright, this is bending arts. Tai Chi for water bending. Hungar for earth bending. The northern... I'm gonna butcher the pronunciation of these names. I apologize to any people. I'm a stupid American, okay? The American Shaolin systems for firebending. Bengal, it's the basis of earthbending. Perbending, yeah, heavily influenced by acrobatic martial arts and air, in concurrence with MMA and UFA. Oh wow, cool. All right, so I was right about that. Man, I know some things. Okay. Punching styles: boxing, western, kicking styles, capoeira, kickboxing, taekwondo. Alright. But, I mean, I don't know... Wait. So when the first Avatar was introduced, this motherfucker didn't need to do martial arts. You mean, like... You mean, like, Aang himself didn't really need to know martial arts? Is that what you're saying? Oops, that's the wrong color. I think that's also the wrong pen. No, it's right. Okay. No, the first Avatar and Korra. So Korra. No, she did not do very much martial arts in the beginning, but that was because she... I mean, she knew how to bend, but she wasn't that good at bending in the beginning. She was a hot-headed whatever. I'll explain after this mission. Warframe is very hectic. Oh, you're explaining this while you're playing Warframe? Oh my god, that's tough. That's tough. Man. Oh my god. Oh my god. Butt lump. Funny. Oh my god. I don't think I've drawn a character from any of the Avatar stuff since I was a kid. I mean, that show was the shit when I was a kid. Like, all of my friends watched it. And we were like, yo, this is cool, and freaking Aang is cool, and it's like, oh, I want to be a metal bender, or I want to be a blood bender, even though it's a very horrible thing that you can do to a person. No, hey, I wouldn't use it, but if I had the power to bloodbend, that would be pretty cool. I would use it the one time that I'm getting mugged on the street. You know, the one time that's, you know. And then they're like, oh, what's this? You're taking your knife out of your pocket and pushing it into yourself. No, that's awful. This like fat as fuck, which is good, but like, you know, it doesn't look good on the drawing. I might have to. Wow, my eye is super itchy. Thank you, Spring. The proportions they're alright. Her head's a little big, but I can probably make that smaller pretty easily. I think I'm gonna draw her hands in, and when I say draw her hands in, I'm probably gonna do like freaking polygon mittens, just because I'm a little lazy. Here, I'll do it okay. I'll put like the thumb here with the long nail. That was a terrible nail, but it's okay because I'm not getting paid for this. If I was getting paid for this, I would, you know. I'm kidding. I love you guys. I love my viewers on stream. Give me your credit card info. Don't give me your credit card info. I don't want that privilege. I don't want that at all. Disclaimer, if my account ever asks for credit card info, it's probably not me. So I used to put like a defining line for this one piece that I'm giving her. That's almost a good thumb. I'm actually gonna leave it like that because I kind of want to get to other things here. That is a big ass hand. That's not too bad. I do want to make it smaller, but it's not too awful. It's attached. It is attached weird. And then now I have to make that. Yeah, the left hand, or my left hand. My left hand. Break. That didn't make it easier. That one is a little big, so we're just gonna, like... Yeah. Okay, so they show the very first avatar ever in Korra, And instead of learning all these bending styles, his he's just given power by these floating turtle lines. Well, alright. Now, I remember that episode, but I don't remember that episode to a T. So forgive me if I make some points wrong here. And feel free to correct me. But I thought that was like someone telling a story. In other words, that... Or like a myth or a legend or something. In other words, like, is not 100% real. But it kind of made sense to me. It is, we're already like, I mean, of course we were exposed to that. Wait. No, they were telling that directly to Cora since she was there speaking to the person. Okay, alright. So if that does happen, and it's not a legend or whatever, so that does actually happen. So I would consider that believable in the context because in the first, like, in the last Airbender, they talk about mythical creatures and spirits a lot. And, you know, a mythical creature and a spirit giving someone powers doesn't seem unbelievable to me. I don't know if that was your point, but as far as like the martial arts and stuff, I mean, he knows how to fight in a sense. I don't think anyone needs to... Hey, everyone knows how to throw a punch, but, you know, some people will throw a punch better than others. It's like, so I'm just imagining, you know, this guy does know how to airbend, earthbend, whatever, firebend, but it's just like he doesn't have a direct way to use his power, I guess. I don't know. I might be rambling here. Let's make this a little... Let's make this a little longer. You're just slightly adjusting things until it magically looks good. It's never gonna happen. I need to draw in that face. I'm tempted to make her face a little pointier. I might do that. That's not good. Let's break this up into lines. Sheesh. He's using the power to his fullest without the method the show based on that the show is based on. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, alright. I don't know if these characters need the martial arts and whatever to use firebending or whatever. But, like, hey, do you think... If you think of it, like, in a way... Like, alright, let's say I have firebending. I don't know anything about martial arts. I've never done them before. I can't fight. I'm not that strong. And then someone comes up to me and they're like, "Hey, I'm a professional black belt in whatever karate and martial arts and whatever." It's like if we fight, the guy with the martial arts is going to win even if we have the same elemental power. Because they never explain where the hell does the martial arts go. I think it's literally just like they're like countries at war. So they probably were trained in the same way that, you know, it's probably this martial arts came about the same way that they came in the real world in that setting. It's like they came from people trying to protect themselves. And I guess the natural progression of someone being able to control fire was like, hey, how do I use this to fight? And also, what's a good way to fight? Oh, martial arts, okay. This is a very convoluted, like, thing I'm going on. Little rant. I should have just made this, like... The first Avatar wasn't trained, he easily do it, like, farting fire. Because he was given powers. He wasn't, like, taught it. So, I mean, like... I mean, yeah... I mean... But he was also, like, the only one with elemental powers, so it's like, he probably wouldn't have lost a fight, even if he didn't know how to fight. It's like, he's convoluted. I mean, it's weird. I have convoluted talks with people like this all the time. Because Boom Boom Man doesn't have elemental powers, he's got this non-bending thing. Oh, you mean, Sparky Boom Boom Man with the freaking third eye laser? Yeah, no, he has firebending. Hold up, because I kind of remember them saying something like that. Hold on. Sparky Boom Boom Man. Combustion Man. Given his name by Sokka, was a firebending assassin and a silent bounty hunter by Prince Zuko to track down and eliminate Avatar Aang. Let me see if they actually... Because I think they said how he freaking unleashes his third eye. That's only, except because he's not doing martial arts to do it. Hold on. Muchman's utility. The potential fight. Hold on. Butchman's primary ability reflecting his given the ability to perform combustion bending, a rare style of firebending that allows him to trigger explosions from a third eye tattoo on his forehead. This is done by channeling chi energy from his stomach. Focus it into his forehead, a third eye tattoo. This is energy created. Thin transparent energy bolts that crackle like firecrackers as they travel until exploding violently on impact with surface. This ability was mentally driven, acquiring only inhalation. I've never heard the word inhalation before. I don't know if that's a common word. And focus on his part, making his fighting style much less dynamic than standard firebending, and could be used great range with considerable accuracy. Okay, but that's like harnessing your chi energy. Maybe isn't a martial arts, but that's like meditation. And meditation is I mean, I don't think it's just Japanese or Buddhism, but it is a, like, it's a thing that people kind of use to focus themselves. I mean, I think he, like, just, he goes to the fucking gym, he works out, and then he freaking sits still for 5 hours thinking of ways to explode. I think that's straight up what he does. That's my headcanon. It's just like people at the gym, they see him like sitting there for 5 hours straight, and then people are walking by him and saying like his form is wrong and shit. It's like, bro, I'm literally just sitting here. Oh my god. Ooh, that's an elegant eye right there. Alright, that face came out a lot better than I thought it would. Oh, shit. Wow, that does look a lot better. I mean, her eyes are a little bit far apart, but... Besides that, I'm leveling up the weapons that level trees. Oh, for Warframe. Oh. Okay, I was thinking of, Avatar still. I haven't played Warframe in quite a while. I kind of like got a little frustrated with grinding. So, what was the thing I was grinding that made me want to fucking quit? It was either like the Ash ephemera, where it's just like it just makes you look smoky, or it was like a Warframe that I was grinding for. I can't remember exactly why I love that game. And I do want to play it more, but every time I play it, it's just like fucking, hey, you want to get this cool ass weapon that's like, might actually be really useful? Well, then you have to play this thing for 20 hours straight. And then maybe you'll get one part of it, and then you have to wait 20 hours for it to craft, and you also can't craft the same thing at the same time. So you have to craft the other parts, like, after you finish crafting the first fucking 15 dozen. It's always my complaint about RPGs. It's like, I never want to... My problem with RPGs is, like, I want to do the story, and then it's like, but they still want you to grind. So it's like, it's like, bro, I just want to see what happens to Cloud Strife. And then you're like, no, you have to grind more monkeys or whatever. grind more gooey enemy slugs or whatever the hell. Energy beans. Harvesting energy beans. Alright, her face looks definitely a lot pointier in this one, but I made her face a little bit rounder as I changed it. So this is kind of a fine difference. Ash, they made him harder to farm. Did they make Ash better? Because Ash kind of sucked ass when I played him. Like, I think I have Ash Prime, I think. I can't remember. I either have... I mean, that's the only two. I was going to say I either have the Ash Prime or the regular one, but there are only two of them. I think I have Ash Prime, but it's like he's fine. He's just not that good, in my opinion. Maybe it's just my playstyle. I mean, people say that Inaros kind of sucks, but it's like I use Inaros all the time. I always use Inaros for the index just because I can bank a fuck ton of gemeralds, whatever the emeralds, chaos emeralds, and then just not worry about health. Oh, and he has a ton of armor. Alright, let's get some color. I kind of want to make her face pointier because I kind of like how the pointy looks. She's going back to the pointy. Oops, I fucked that up. Gosh darn, my eye is very itchy. This is my least favorite part about spring. I use Hildren Index since her pistol one-shots everything under 140. Yeah, my buddy always used Hildren for that. I never got her mostly just because I was lazy. But no, she seems cool though. Alright, now my pen is kind of being a little crusty right now. I don't know why it's doing that. It usually looks like that when I need a new nib, but I don't because there's like it's not even worn down at all. Well, they made farming for her a bit harder as well. Okay. I mean, is she better? It's like, what's the point? What's the point of making these characters harder to farm if they're not gonna get better? I like that face. That looks better. Damn, that's pretty alright. Let's do, little eye details. That's a little too much detail. Ew, gross. Gross human details. Ugh, pores. That's okay. Oh, I forgot to do, just do a little bit of that. This pen isn't good for a ton of detail. She was always good, but she goes great with helmet ability from Chroma. Oh yeah, and I haven't even used the helmet thing. Chroma's pretty good from what I remember, except his like first ability was fucking dog shit. It's just like, oh yeah, you fucking breathe lukewarm air on someone and it slowly kills them. It's like, I think it's really only for like stacking combos on shit. The rest of his abilities were always really good though. Let me just like eye drop the color, the skin tone, because it looks pretty good. That's not that. What? Why does it look like that? Hello. Oh. Oh? That's the wrong layer. Nice job. What was that? Oh wait, I had chroma because this one fight with Orb Mother where the teammates were full chroma and I had Garuda with level 0 primary and one like I'll report for not using chroma. I can't imagine doing the Orb Mother with level 0 weapons. It's like it's not the hardest of fights, but it's just you're gonna spend all day. You're gonna spend all day doing it. I mean, what I always did was if I like had to level up weapons, what would I do? It was what's the guy's name? I want to say Syphilis. That's what his name sounds like. Samaras, that's it. And his like mission where you just go through a bunch of portals and whatnot, and you just grind that, and then I get the gun to an actual usable level, and then I'll take it on missions. Maybe as like a secondary. My secondary was it the Dex Ferris? But I just had crazy high fire rate and a Riven, and I had like multiple different types of damage on it. Multi-shot, I think it was like fire, ice, lightning. No, it was corrosion damage. But I had a bunch of different types of damage on it, and it would just eat through pretty much any enemy, and it also had good like crit damage. So it's like if I just bring that along with my weapon that I'm leveling up, it's like if I'm in a pinch, I don't have to worry about it too much. Because I had a good pixel. I had a good pistol and the Arcwing gun. Samaras Sanctuary Onslaught. Yeah. Syphilis Sanctuary Onslaught. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, always carry something useful with you. Alright, let's get this chick some color. Alright. Oh, so I did draw her in a One Piece before. It's not a good picture, and I kind of don't want to open it up. The shading's good, but it's like the pose in the liner is pretty fucking awful. Yeah, that's fucking awful. Jesus. Yeah, I'm not bringing that into the but it was orange. Damn, that's hot. And here, I'll do my weird ass colors that I always use for orange, where I just kind of shade it with fucking purple, just because I can. Like, who's gonna stop me, huh? The government? The law? The law's got to say about me, huh? I'll fucking color whatever I want purple, bitch ass. No. Just gonna start fights with anyone. And then I chose like this color around the edges. That's cool. I like that. It doesn't make any realism sense. Unless if it's like some kind of iridescent material. I don't know. It just looks cool. I don't care. It looks cool. Me pissing off my art teachers just because I wanted to color something a stupid color, and they're like, what the fuck? No, they never gave me a big deal about coloring things weird. kind of want to leave some of that, like, brush stroke looking quality to it, just because it looks nice. It gives it a little more dimension, more depth, more fucking what's another buzzword I can use? Synergy. Hell yeah. How does that look from a distance? That doesn't look right. It looks good enough, but it doesn't look like realistic. You know, I mean, aside from the colors not making any sense, I mean, the shading doesn't look realistic. I may come back to it. I don't know. Let's add that hair in. Oh, hair. She's got the same eye color as her One Piece. That's kind of a flex, honestly, having clothing that matches your eyes, like literally color match to your eyes. My outfit is not far from that because it's just black. You know, death, despair, flames. That's what my eyes look like. Like if you look up you know, the artwork in Doom Eternal, that's just what my eyes look like, alright? So that's concerning. Let's give her the purple lipstick. Well, not the purple lipstick from that picture, but a different purple lipstick. It was like close to this purple, but it's not exactly the same. A little more purpley, you know? Ayo. That's fire. Gonna use the soft eraser, you know? That's good enough. It's not perfect, but it's good enough. Yeah, actually, that's better than I thought. Alright. But besides that, I'm making Mirage Prime since I got her augment mods. I think I lucked out with Mirage Prime because I think a buddy was grinding for her. Grinding on her. Grinding for her. And then he just had a ton of spare parts. So I think I only had to get like one part myself. Oh, I didn't see Kat the Valkyrie followed me. Wow, I'm sorry I'm 48 minutes late to say thank you for joining. But thank you. Alright. You see, alright. I'll set the scene real quick here. So you see her, you see she sitting on the beach, and she's looking all like majestic and shit and whatever fucking girls do. You know, she's looking all majestic, and then you walk by her, and what do you say? You say, hey yo, you wanna join my freaking Fortnite server on Discord? And she's like, who the fuck are you? It's not even funny. It's not even clever, man. Oh my god. You know, the best thing about like stream chats is that I can imagine, like, if people aren't saying anything, I can just imagine that you're having the best fucking time of your life. I can just imagine, like, hey, yo, every joke that I say, they're fucking losing it, you know? I don't, you know? And, you know, as far as I'm concerned, I can just live in denial like that. And, like, what? You guys are gonna say, like, LOL, I wasn't laughing? Like, I'll believe that. Alright, so, blush. Get a little blush it. Oh my fucking lord. Rudolph over here. Alright, chill out, babe. She's getting real. Heated. I can turn down the opacity of this. Where did my pen just go? Oh my god. Okay. I mean, maybe people saw this when I was drawing, but like a lot of times when I add like a lot of times is for like shading and whatever. But I'll just add a color pretty saturated and close to what I'm actually going for, and then I can just adjust it with the opacity setting here until I get something I want. So I want it like around here, and then that's it. Just, you know, instead of me trying to figure out exactly what this color is, I'll just do like bright red and then lower it. I mean, I have it set to overlay too. I usually do that. I usually have my overlay set for highlights and blush a lot of the time, and then for my shadows it's usually multiply or actually for the shadows it's pretty much always a multiply, unless if I'm like mixing colors and paintings like down here, like how I did this, colors and paint like that. Otherwise, it's just gonna be overlay. So here, I'll do the little overlay thing again. If I'm doing like a, if you will, an overall overlay. So I'm going to basically cut out where I think the main like cast shadow is going to be. So it's going to be over her face a little bit. I mean, I want the light coming from this angle and maybe a little behind her. So I'm just going to have this like loop around her chin, go up under her chin, loop around, shit like that. But I'm basically just following the contour lines. Of her face and body like that. So I'm not even worrying about filling in the color or anything yet. I'm just doing this like really rough outline where I think the shadow would be. So definitely down here. Maybe like that. Sheesh. There we go. I think it'll actually go pretty far up there. Alright, so once I get that all closed off, I'm literally just going to fill it. The opacity on the brush I used was not good, so I'm just going to duplicate that a couple of times and merge it. It's also an easy way to fix opacity issues. Then, let me see if this feature works, because sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to set the paint bucket tool to only refer to this layer. It's not doing that. Hold on. Refer to other layers and close the paint unfilled area. Wait, I don't know what this means. Hold on. I actually don't know what this thing means. Ah! That made no sense to me. Enclose and fill. Hold on. What's it? That's closer to what I need. Hold on. It's just like I don't want to have to go and disable all the layers just to fill in the fucking thing. I think I'm gonna have to do that. Sheesh. Clip Studio. Just like you're so close to being perfect and you just insist on being difficult. I'll just do that. Alright, now, that was the wrong thing here. There we go. Now, so then, alright, so I'm gonna get something that looks like this, where it's like a freaking leech is like an ether leech of some sort. It's just like trying to take over her body, almost. Actually, hold on, I should undo that bit. But then that's when I come out here, and then I take that normal filter thingy and switch it to multiply, and then damn, you can actually see her now. Now it looks like they stained her, but if you just lower it a little bit, then dang, it looks like a little cast shadow. Not bad. I think the one piece is throwing it off a little bit because the shadow's still not perfect on that, but I don't feel like fixing it. If I'm being honest, I just don't feel like fixing it. I think I'm gonna, I don't know, I kind of like it as it is. I think maybe just put the highlights in the hair, and then I want to call that done. And maybe a few more highlights, I don't know. Sheesh. Big ass highlight. Yes, the gloss. Put little things in her eyes. Put little wax beans. Put little white beans in her eyes. There we go. I'm gonna, do a little bit of that. Oh yeah, that's how we do it. That's how we do it, Joe. I remember I used to go crazy with highlights, and everyone was like, "Wow, why does everyone look like they freaking came out of it like the vegetable oil factory?" It's like, dude, I just like the reflection, you know? I was playing on a mission. I was playing a mission as Save Goth in Warframe on the Zarman. That actually made no sense to me. Maybe is that newer stuff? Because I really haven't been on in a while. What the fuck is Save Goth? It's like fucking Hot Topic's mascot. We'll save Goth. I can't bash the Hot Topic that much because I go there a lot. I'm sorry. I don't know if this little stringy little highlight works that well, but I kind of like it. It doesn't look that good, but I do want to keep it in there just because it's kind of neat. Put little thingies there. And then this. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Sevagoth. Oh, Sevagoth. I've heard of. Lovecraft god. Okay, I bet. He's not saving goth people, is he now? Shake my fucking head. I want to do something so her legs look a little less two-dimensional. Overlay. There we go. Alright, that overlay looks pretty good. Especially on the face. That looks really good. Pat myself on the back real quick. I should have taken multiply layer. Sorry. This multiply layer. Shwarp. And here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Just fill in a little bit of color over here. Oh, hell yeah, dog. Yeah. Yeah! Let's see if we can clean this up a bit. Why am I still using this pen? Jeez. Eraser. Oh, this isn't... fuck. Yee! A little bit more shade than I wanted to throw. He's a new frame from the spaceship quest where beat the corpus to the beat a Sevagoth shadow. Zerman is the ship they always talk about in the quest. Oh! Yeah, I barely did any of the space mission. Actually, no, I don't know if I finished my ship. What is the thing called? Giga Tricycle. I think that's what it should be called. But no, I don't think I even finished making it. And I think I did one mission with my buddy, my friend, my pal, my buddy old chum. Railjack, that's it. You right. You're right. You know. I think the shadow needs to be darker. I don't know if it needs to, but I don't know. She still looks really flat. Or it's just her knees. Everything else, she looks pretty three-dimensional. Wink, wink. But but the legs just kind of look like I drew them flat. I mean, they're supposed to be pointing at, you know. I'm wondering if I should. All right, you know what? All right, so that I'll do the opposite of that multiply shadow trick that I did. So I'm just gonna take a really light color. Actually, I'm gonna tint it blue, just because that shit cool. Blue's a cool color. Wow, blue. Just put a little sunscreen on her real quick. This looks weird, but I think it'll work when I'm done. When I'm done, I think it might work. Oh! Ayo, this might actually. Let's go with that. And then a little bit here. And then all over the thigh. Just sunscreen all over. I'm not actually drawing sunscreen like this. This is just where I'm drawing the outline for the highlight. So, fill in the highlight. Then, step 2, clean it up a little bit. Ayo, that's pretty good. Fill that shit in. Fill that fucker in. I feel like I had other things to talk about, but I really can't remember. I think I was going to talk about the music or something. But, no, I would always try to upload my streams to YouTube. And, YouTube a couple of streams ago was like, "Ayo, you know that music that you're using on other streams and is actually, like, free to use? Well, fuck you. We're gonna, like, you know, block this in every fucking country." And I'm like, "Ayo." It's like, this is just uncalled for. You're just mean at this point. Alright, this doesn't look that great. Actually, it fixed my problem here. I don't think this needs to be that big though. But yeah, so I don't know, the music, I mean, it's like I didn't want to have to worry about the music. I just wanted to, like, pick music and then, like, Ayo, have it loop in the background. That's so much to ask for. You guys can hear the music, right? Hold on. Because I don't know how loud it is. I don't always check the levels. But yeah, it would, like, every time I upload it to YouTube, it gets blocked in every country, except for, like, the first 2 streams I did. The last 2 ones I did was... Oh, is it really that low? Oh, shit. Alright. Alright, let me keep it there. Okay. So, the last 2 streams, it it just got blocked. I don't know what to say about it. I got rid of the songs that were getting blocked. So I think music seems to be muted. Oh my god, again with this damn. It shouldn't be. Can you hear it now? I mean, it's not like loud music, it's like in the background. It's muted for Twitch. Fuck. For real? Man. Twitch, you make it difficult too. I think YouTube is worse, but you're making it a little difficult. Yeah. Oh, whatever. I'll still talk about it. Alright, I don't know. Whatever, I'm not gonna worry about it right now. It's like, it's late. I'm not gonna do troubleshooting. I'm not gonna do another troubleshooting stream. But no, when I did have music going, you know, I want to see if I can find some more music, but it's like, it's like royalty-free music sounds kind of trash sometimes, and I'm not against paying for licensing, but it's just like, if I have to pay like $100 whatever just to have like 3 songs in the background, it's like, why? It's like, I'm not making money off of Twitch, and I'm pretty far away from the possibility of that right now. Maybe in the future, but not right now. It's like I'm doing this as a hobby and because I enjoy it. But you know, I don't know, it's difficult. So like, what I have going in the background is just like lo-fi stuff, and I like lo-fi, but that's not my favorite type of music. When I'm drawing, I listen to pretty energetic stuff, or screamo, or freaking headbanging dubstep shit. And that, I don't know, that type of music always keeps me focused. I can only suggest game music. Yeah, that was well, in my YouTube series Sketchicidal, if you've ever watched that, you can see that on YouTube. I still have those uploaded there. A lot of times I would just choose game music. So a lot of the music I started with was Gran Turismo, and none of that would get copyright claimed. So I'm debating if I want to do that for stream, because I really like the music in Gran Turismo. It's very like cute and jazzy and whatever. But a lot of those, a lot of the Sketchicidal videos that I did were just game music. It was like DDR and Mega Man, Sonic, stuff like that. That kind of game music. It's just like, I'm not always sure what I can use. Like a lot of they're game music that they don't really care. Like, hey yo, it's like, we just made this for a game. You can kind of, do whatever, as long as you're not like just like reselling our album. And you get some like they're really protective. Nintendo, um, where they just don't want you to even listen to their music, basically. And they'll just like take it down, even if it's like a remix. It's like I hear about people getting this stuff taken down. It's like it's literally a remix. It's like there are laws, there are copyright laws to help like people with creative like remixes. And sometimes these people aren't even charging for these things. It's a mess sometimes, especially with YouTube. They're so, Also, mashup might be okay. Mashup, depending on the song. What is mashup? Oh, you mean like? Oh, I was thinking of a band like mashup. But yeah, like remix or a mashup of two different songs, if that's what you mean. It's like, yeah, that sometimes that can be okay. And well, actually, legally, it's pretty alright as long as you're not like charging for it. It's like you can, if you want to make a remix of a video game track, you can do that as long as you're not like selling it, or if you do want to sell it, you have the rights from the person that made the music, or the record label or whatever is fine. I kind of forgot where I was going from here. Yeah, but no, I do want to see if I can switch up the music. I mean, I'm sure you I'm sure you people don't want to listen to like screamo during my stream as much as I would like that. That would be cool. Let me actually do her fucking hair, because I'm just sitting at this doing nothing here. Screamo and freaking heavy ass bassy shit. I want something a little bit more energetic than lo-fi, maybe a little bit more of an edge to it, but I'm not gonna go like full on like screamo shit for you guys that just want a fucking peaceful art stream. Though, I'd be very surprised if any of you people were like, "Oh yeah, Julian is, peaceful." The amount of times I say like fucking this, fucking that. It's like, yeah, that's peaceful, alright. Now bet. Oh, I don't like how this looks at all. Ah! Actually, I kind of like the lines going through that one part, and then I'll do the rest of them. I'll just smudge the blur. No, smudge it. Like that. That's how we do it. Look at that shit. That's good shit right there. You just gotta make it look less like I just used the blend tool on it. From a distance, that looks really good. Again, not exactly accurate to what it would look like, but it looks good enough for this representation. That's not bad. I like that. I want to put little highlights on it though. Give it a little glisten. She's got glittery hair. That looks alright. Alright, yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Alright. So, I will say though, I might wrap it up, alright? Because ayo, I'm a little tired, alright? I'm gonna be honest with you, fam. Little tired. My eye isn't itching as much right now, but it's still kind of annoying. But you know, that's what happens when you have eyes and pollen allergies. So, let's see. I don't know, housekeeping things, just like, you know, I am, if you didn't see my stream on Thursday, you can probably still see that on Twitch. I think I uploaded it to YouTube, so you can check it there. That was when I played, Soul Calibur 3. Alright, did you know you can bust an eye with a paper ball? Excuse me, what? You can bust an eye with a paper ball. What do you mean, like if you fucking throw it? Throw it at my eye? I think eyes are probably like a lot more fragile than they even seem. I mean, they already seem fragile, but they're probably like really fragile. Oh, this was something my old teacher told. Yeah, what do teachers know? Yeah, no, you probably shouldn't have thrown paper balls at people anyway. So, so your teacher's almost right. Maybe not for the right reasons, but you know, she thought you were going to freaking. You're gonna fucking pop someone's eye open and freaking cause severe terminal bleeding from a gently thrown paper ball from a child. Oh my gosh. Yeah. To scare people. Yeah, it probably was. That's funny. Yeah, but we're gonna wrap up the stream. Like I said, you can check out Thursday's stream. It's on Twitch, on YouTube. I played Soul Calibur 3. I got heated. I was tight, yo. That game is bullshit. And you can see how bullshit yourself for watching it. And then, you know, next Sunday, probably another art stream. We're gonna try and keep the schedule consistent. Sometimes I have a problem with that, so I'm trying to, you know, I've kept it pretty consistent so far. I'm surprised. I mean, I switched from Saturday to Sunday, but I always did it. So, you know, I'm improving, man. I'm actually doing things on a schedule. Yo, that's crazy. All right, let me see if I can find hold on, because I always like to end I like to end my stream on, like, you know, some really weird gif. So just give me like 1 second and I'll find the fucking, just a gif of a cat or something. This is good. This is alright. I'll go with this. Or what about this one? Maybe no, that one sucks. No, I gotta find the right cat gif. Alright, guys. That one's okay. That one's not great. No, we can do better. Alright, but I think I'll go with this one. Here we go. Here we go. Oh, get good. All right, all right. I want to see you play freaking Soul Calibur 3 for the PS2 with a freaking PS2 controller. Shake my fucking head. Yeah, no, I mean for real, I haven't played that game in a while, so it's like it's I'm not gonna play well. Um, here we go. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. And here is my goodbye gif. There we go. Alright, guys. Thanks again. Thanks again for the stream. For viewers on the stream. Hope to see you next week. And, yeah.